All right. It's time for our last head-to-head. This time we're doing a silver level monster bass versus the pro level Mr. Tackle Box. Let's see who comes out ahead this time. And so, yes, as you know, we are going to compare the pro level, and I got some stats for that, versus the silver level monster bass. All right, so we're going to start with the monster bass because we know it, we love it. All right, and as we go through, I'm just going to input the pictures in this area here somewhere of the prices instead of putting it at the end, just so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. So, all right, so we're going to start with the small ones here. Okay, so all right, so here we got a five pack. That's gonna play, right? So because we got hooks in both, right? So here we have a 5-pack of these drop shot hooks, and these go for $4. All right, that's the MSRP. You can probably hunt around for all this stuff, and I'm sure find it cheaper. But the MSRP for this is $4. All right, so we're gonna. So right now, so we got $4. And then moving on, here we have from Monster Bass, we have these tungsten drop shot weights. And Monster Bass sells these weights for $4 for the two of them. Yeah, you go to Walmart, Big Five, any of your, probably Dick's if yours has a fishing department, mine doesn't. I probably get these for a couple bucks. Let's be honest and truthful. But the MSRP for these, if you were to buy them from Monster Bass, and that's how we're going to compare these, is $4. So that brings us up to $8. All right? All right, next up, and again, I'm showing you the price right here. Next up, we're going to go with the Rally Shad. These are X-Zone. And whether you look at the X-Zone site or whether you look at Monster Bass, these come up to be about the same price of $6.49 for a 6-pack, 7-pack, for 7-pack. So it's a full pack of soft baits. So yeah, so this comes up to $6.49, which brings us to $10.49. All right. Next up, this is where it gets kind of crazy because I'm not going to add this in my head, but next we did get this dynamic J-Spec, which I think I have already, but that's okay, Monster Bass. I forgive you because we don't get very many duplicates anyway. This MSRP is for $7.99, as you can see. All right, so now we have the big boy, right? This is a Monster Bass lure, so obviously it's going to be Monster Bass prices, right? So Monster Bass MSRPs these for $18. Would I buy this normally? Probably not. I don't know any fish that I would fish for that big. But nonetheless, we got it. It's an $18 lure. Awesome. At least they're putting in, and it's pretty badass lure. I'm not gonna lie. This one's pretty cool. If I saw this at the store, I probably wouldn't buy it. But it's pretty cool to have it. This is a pretty nice looking lure. Yeah. So we got this. This is $18. So, but anyway, that brings our total for this box this month, MSRP wise, mind you. I mean, you can probably hunt around and find this stuff cheaper in a lot of places, but and plus that brings the MSRP to $40.48 for $26.79. So that's a pretty good overall value. I didn't add it up, but you're looking at like $14, almost $14, like 13 something. And of course, let's not forget that we do get an actual tip book that we can actually keep with us. That also comes with, not only does it have tips, but and I love bratwurst, but we have awesome recipes in this book. So I love Monster Bass's guidebooks, or tip books too. These things are great. And we got a couple stickers, which is always cool. And in here we got the golden ticket, so some lucky person is winning stuff from Monster Bass. It's just not me. So that brings the value of this box to a whopping $40.48 MSRP. We paid $26.70 something, right? And another point to add is the loyalty program that Monsterbass has, you know, because I've been with them for a long time. Now I'm actually getting points where, you know, I'm paying less per box. So that's a really nice thing too. Now, let's get into the pro level box for Mystery Tackle Box. So just a couple things here. If you buy this month to month, like we do with Monsterbass, the base price is $31.99. Then you got to pay the shipping and taxes and all that. So I'm gonna be generous because we pay like 4 something on the normal because I only paid $23.56 for this box because they upgraded this box because last month's box was so bad. But normally speaking, you would pay, I'm going to be generous and say $35 for this box. Now, they claim you're going to get $40 worth of tackle in here. Now, and as you know, when they say 25, you're usually coming in at a little bit less than 25. So, let's see how this one fares up, both as far as they say compared to their other boxes, and let's compare it to this. Now, again, bear in mind, this is a whole level above the Monsterbass. This would be getting the gold level Monsterbass. All right, so it's not exactly a fair comparison, but that's all we got. Because this is the last, this is the last Monsterbass or Mystery Tackle Box in the subscription format that I will purchase. Because they're just not, there's just a lot of reasons not to purchase it. The value's not there. There's no loyalty program. When they had the year-long program where you could pay like $16.75 per box because you're paying for it all up front, that was a great bargain. And you actually, when you're making like $23, you're actually getting a pretty good value out of it. All right, so we're going to start with the Weedless Executioner. This five swim baits here, and this is actually the high-end item on this box, but we're going to go backwards on it. Now, you know what? No. We're going to start with the low end, just like we did with the other. We're going to start with our Spearhead hooks. Now, bear in mind, we got 2 hooks this time. Not 4, not 5. We got 2 hooks. MSRP for $1.80. So, it's about the same price per hook, roughly. So, but you only get 2 in this. At least with Monsterbass, you got a 5-pack. They could have put a 4 or 5-pack in here, and they could have raised their MSRP, and it's like really not even gonna notice it because they're hooks. But we got that. All right, and then we're gonna be going to our Straight Shooter, which happens to be our color changing baits, and these MSRP for $4.49. So I still gotta try to see the color changing aspect of them, but all right. And again, I think it's a 6-pack. 3, 4, 5. It's either a 6 or a 7-pack. It's a full pack. This isn't like a sample pack or anything. So you're getting a full pack of soft baits. Activated by water temperature, smart baits, soft baits, and multiple color changes and imitate live bleeding prey fish that are. yeah, all that. All right. Oof, what is that? Oh, next up we're going to our Neds. So here we have our Ned baits, Ned rigs, and these, just like our other X-Zone that we got in the other. Well, these are actually. So this is another X-Zone product, but these MSRP for $5.49. So, X-Zone's good stuff, though. So, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an 8-pack. Good little Ned baits. It's good stuff. Again, quality. I'm not arguing the quality of these boxes. I'm just the value. So that MSRP is for $5.49. Next up, we do have our Bug Junior, which is our black label soft baits. And I thought these, because the way they make it look like all, black label and everything. $5.49 for our other package of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 soft baits. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good price, reasonable price, you know, good baits. All right, next up, we do have our one hard bait we got. This is our Rocket Shad. And this sucker here, MSRP is for $4.49. All right, I can buy that. That's not too bad off. And last but not least, we have our high-end product, our Weedless Executioner 5-pack, which MSRP is for $13.99. These are nice. These are nice. You know, they got like you know, fins on the side and everything. These are nice baits, but all right, so that's it. And then of course we do have a solitary sticker, which is pretty cool. I love the stickers. Not complaining. But unlike Monsterbass, you have to digitally access your tip book, your dibble. And I don't like that because they used to have like puzzles on the back and they were fun to read. Now they're just, you know, yeah, I hate doing stuff on the smartphone because a lot of times if I'm fishing, I'm trying to get away from technology, away from, you know, people, you know, just enjoy my time, enjoy nature, and get something to eat. But, you know, right, so if you're not keeping track, that brings the MSRP of our Pro Box, which we're supposed to get $40, to $40.75. So, as far as the box goes, it did what it said. It's a minimum of $40. Like that. Thumbs up. And again, if this would have run you about $35, you're actually getting about you're actually getting like a $5 value, so it's better than the basic level. So, but it's pretty expensive because you're paying like $35 and you're getting almost the same value that you get with a silver level Monsterbass. You get like, it says 6 to 7 items. We got 6, so I'm happy with this box. I think that the pro level, and this is a big if, but if I ever were to actually go back to the monthly subscription of it, then I would, and it may happen if things go my way, you know, hey. But if I ever do go back to the monthly edition of the Mystery Tackle Box, I probably will go with the gold level. I would probably try the elite just to see how it, you know, how the value goes out in that, because maybe like the bigger box you get, the bigger your value actually is. And I can respect the company for that. So as far as the basic level, I would not recommend the basic level box for the Mystery Tackle Box. However, the pro level, you get a little bit more value out of it. You actually can make out a little bit by saving a little bit of money. You know, if you buy the good stuff. I may try a pro level trout and panfish, just because that's what we used to get. So there's a possibility I may try the pro level trout and panfish in the future. But if I do, I'll probably buy it from Dick's, just because, you know, it's still the same product. It's just, it's prepackaged. So, and if we get it where we buy one, we get one half off, then I can get 2. So we, you know, can compare them. So we get kind of a better baseline. But, anyway, so that's it. As far as, I still prefer, the Monsterbass is still your better value. The silver level, I'm telling you, the silver level is a great way to go. You save money, you get good product, and you're not breaking the bank. If you were to get Mystery Tackle Box, I would not go with the basic level. I would go with the pro level if you can, you know. Yeah, you're gonna pay like an extra, you know, $12 a month, but you actually get better value out of it. At least from this one box. This could be just, you know, a good box. I don't know, but again, in the future we will get some more pro level of the Mystery Tackle Boxes in, but not on a monthly subscription basis. No, I will definitely go through Dick's, where, you know, you buy one, you get one half price, because that way, you know, and yeah, granted, they're prefab boxes, but that's okay. They're still a mystery box to me and to you, unless you have it. Or unless you watch my video and then go buy it because you like what's in that box. But other than that, again, I still think Monster Bass, after if you look at the whole 6 months, if we wouldn't have gotten this, pro level box, we probably would, I feel that we would have come under the $25, and it just would not have been a good value. So the value is there for the pro level, but I prefer to keep things simple. Now going ahead in the future, maybe a couple, maybe I get, 10,000 subscribers one day, and I'm actually able to get monetized and get ads in there, and then I can afford to actually buy, the elite level, the platinum level every month, and then we'll see. But as it stands right now, no more mystery tackle box. This is the last one for the channel in subscription format. Again, I do like getting them from Dick's because and I think that's kind of cool too because then I can bring you like what each number is. But that's it. Monster Bass Monster Bass wins again based on overall value. Yeah, the mystery tackle box did have like an extra 30 some cents of value to it, but we would have paid, and for me it's great because for me that's like I doubled my value. I almost doubled it, because I only paid 23 because it was just a regular one. But again, they were just making up for the fact that last month's was, almost $2. It was closer to $23 and $25. Pretty sad, but that's it. Until next time, keep prepping, keep fishing.